My wife told me, our baby isn't yours. I replied, I know. I want to open our relationship, my wife said during dinner one day. I froze with my fork of veggies halfway to my mouth. I stared at her in shock. What? She nodded. I think we should have an open relationship. I date one other person, and you date one other person too, she continued. I wasn't sure how to react. I was hurt, but at the same time, I was too tired to fight her on this. I shrugged. Okay, I said. She looked surprised that I agreed so quickly, but then she smiled. I'm going to go out with Chris, she said. I blinked at her. My best friend Chris? I couldn't believe it. She already had someone she wanted to date, and he was my best friend. I nodded to myself and pushed away from the table. My appetite was gone. Have fun, I muttered. I disappeared into our bedroom, and my heart sank when she followed me and began getting ready for her date that night. She kept throwing clothes around the room, asking my opinion on each outfit. I grunted at her, not wanting to be part of her decision at all. It was exhausting watching her get ready. My wife dressed up in the light blue strapless dress that was my favorite and put on my favorite perfume. She looked amazing, and it hurt to know she was going out looking like that for another man. She asked my opinion on her looks, and I barely managed to choke out that she looks beautiful. She was out too late, and I ended up going to bed. When I woke up the next morning, she still wasn't home. She came strolling through the front door closer to noon, and by then I was seething. Her dress was wrinkly, her makeup was smudged, and she had bed hair. As soon as she saw me, she began gushing about her date, making me even more angry. Finally, I walked away from her while she was talking and turned on a movie on Netflix. That night, she came up to me while I was making dinner. Are you making enough for 3? She asked. I frowned. Why? Chris is coming over for dinner. I spun around and glared at her. Why is he coming over, and why am I just now hearing about this? She shrugged as if nothing was wrong. I want you to meet him as my boyfriend, she answered. So he was her boyfriend now? I said nothing as I went back to cooking. When Chris came over, I had a sudden urge to punch him in the face. I thought we were best friends. Now I had to watch him hug and kiss my wife right in front of me. Dinner was awkward. I didn't speak or eat much, and I had to watch my wife and best friend love on each other and carry on the conversation as if I was invisible. After dinner, I cleaned up the kitchen while they went into the living room to talk. When I joined them, my wife stood. We're going to a bar, she announced. Don't wait up. I was left dumbfounded as they left the house together. I went into the bathroom to collect myself as tears threatened to fall. That's when I saw it. A positive pregnancy test in the bathroom trash. When did she take the test? I knew the baby couldn't have been mine since we hadn't slept together in months. I couldn't believe this. How long has my wife been sleeping with Chris? It must have been for some time now. My stomach dropped onto the floor and I went back to the living room in a daze, sitting on the couch. I stayed there until my wife came home smelling of alcohol. What are you still doing up? She asked, slurring her words. I stared at her blankly. This little experiment is stopping, I said slowly. I'm done with it. Her eyes narrowed in anger. I don't agree to that. I'm just getting started with Chris. I shook my head. The experiment is done or we're done. She glared at me. I'm pregnant, she said abruptly. The baby isn't yours. A triumphant gleam entered her eye. I was tired as I stared at her. She wasn't apologetic at all. There was no remorse. I know, I said evenly. I saw the test in the trash. I just wanted to know what you would choose. I have my answer. Her eyes widened and she paled. I want a divorce, I continued. And since I paid for this house, I want you out. Go stay with your new boyfriend, Chris. I'm done.